Meatloaf, grandma's pot roast, Cracker Barrel chicken and dumplings. These are all comfort foods. Comfort foods we all enjoy. But these are comfort foods that I don't eat anymore because I'm now a vegetarian. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and Lisa, in our short time together tonight, I want to teach you just a little bit about vegetarianism, what it is, and why vegetarians choose to take up the diet that they do. First of all, vegetarianism goes way back in history. The first recorded vegetarians were in the lower part of Italy and Greece. There were Romans around the 6th century A.D. They, however, went out of existence when they were accepted into Christianity. Their diet changed. They started accepting the Christian diet, which was pretty much whatever you could slaughter, you could eat. Across the continent in India, due to the Hindu religion, about 45% of the Indian continent are vegetarians. Excuse me. Further across the continent, in Britain, right now, the population is about 11% vegetarian, whereas here in the United States, it's about 3% vegetarian, which I am one. Of about the 9 million people that are vegetarians in the United States, 68% are women, 32% are men. If there's any left over, they can be whatever they want to be. What is a vegetarian? Well, a lot of people have misconceptions. You eat a lot of tofu, a lot of broccoli, and a lot of bean sprouts. Well, that's not the case anymore. It used to be the case a long time ago when I first tried vegetarianism. But what I'd like to tell you about are the different branches in the vegetarian tree. In the family tree of vegetarianism, there's one main split. On one split, you have vegans, V-E-G-A-N-S, vegans. I'll get to those folks here in just a minute. The other split are vegetarians. It's a broad term, and in the vegetarian family, you have pescatarians, which eat fish and shellfish. You have poultritarians, which eat fowl and chicken. You have ovo-vegetarians, which eat egg products. And you have lacto-vegetarians, which will have milk and milk products. And the fifth term encompasses all the other four terms, and they're flexitarians. Now, why do we make things so complicated? Who knows? Everybody has to have their little niche in life. Currently, I'm what you would call a lacto-vegetarian. I take milk and milk products. Cheese, anything to do with cheese, I like cheese. Cheese sandwiches, that's what I like is cheese. My wife, on the other hand, is a vegan. The vegan is the other branch of the tree. The vegans are the hardcore vegetarians. They don't eat meat. They don't take eggs or milk. Fish and chicken are off the table, so to speak. In fact, I couldn't stand here as a vegan because I have leather shoes on. They don't take leather. They don't use anything from the animal. In fact, some vegans, actually all vegans are supposed to do this, but some vegans go so far as to not eat honey, which kind of sounds strange because that's a natural substance. Well, but the reason they don't eat honey is because the bees toil to make the honey. The beekeeper harvests the honey and takes it away from the bees. Therefore, they don't eat honey because the bees work to make it. As I said, those are the really hardcore people. Now, in today's diet, you can go to Walmart right now and buy a ton of food that's vegetarian or vegan. It's labeled on the label in the freezer case. Some of them are actually quite good. I could fix you a vegan hamburger that you would never know the difference between that and hamburger. Honest to goodness. But why would anybody or any group of people want to choose vegetarianism as a diet? Well, as I mentioned, the Hindus in India due to their religion of nonviolence, they don't eat meat. There are some sects that will have eggs and milk, but they will not eat meat. And there are some subcategories, such as Jainism, and you've probably seen those people on TV before. They're walking down the street with a broom, they're sweeping in front of them because they don't want to step on anything. They won't eat anything that hasn't fallen off of the tree or fallen off of the shoot, such as wheat or whatever. Those are your more extreme terms of vegetarianism. Your average vegetarian like me, the reason I choose this is because I don't like cruelty to animals. I like my little fur baby. I like my cats, I like my dogs, I like my horses. Pretty much anything that hangs out of a tree, I'll pet it. I don't want to see any of these animals harmed in any way. Certainly I don't want to see any animal killed for my food. That's why I chose it, and that's also why my wife chose her version of vegetarianism. So in retrospect, you have a lot of different kinds of vegetarians. Some that take some forms of what we call meat, some that don't. You have your vegans that don't take anything. Most people do it out of a love of animals, out of a philosophy that they don't want to see any animal harmed. If you ever want to explore vegetarianism, I can tell you how it's really easy. It's a lot easier than you think. But that is my outlook on vegetarianism and why a large part of the world are vegetarians. Madam Trustee.